Bobby Torres of Frightbox Recording here to show you how I produce fully professional pre-production demos using EZDrummer and AmpSims. Now in Monday's video, I showed you one of my old productions from way back in 2007. And as you heard, it was less than impressive. There was stuff that was all over the place, no tempo maps. Back then, I would simply have a band come into my studio, I would set up microphones and press record. Now, if you have any experience at all, even within a home studio, you probably know by now that that is not the best way to achieve professional sounding results. The truth is you really need to take the time to work out your song in its entirety, whether it's your music or a band you're working with's music. And luckily, in today's day and age with great tools like EZDrummer and AmpSims, pre-production is so convenient. You don't need to make a lot of noise. You could do it in your bedroom if you wanted to. Now, you can record pre-production with live drums and amps. I have done that in the past, but it's just way less convenient. The idea behind pre-production is you want the entire band to be able to work out all of their parts, all of the kinks within the songs, and to be able to hear each part with absolute clarity. That's what's great with a tool like EZDrummer. You could program the beats or have your drummer program his beats so everyone can agree on the parts before you set up a single microphone. Now, I found that a lot of home studio owners, when they hear guys like me say this, they often come back and saying, well, that takes so much time. I mean, I'm already recording this song once. Why do I have to record it in a demo state? I can record whenever I want. It's my own home studio. Well, right there is the curse. Because it's your own home studio, not only can you endlessly tweak things, but you can end up wasting a ton of time recording music that's not fully fleshed out. If you want pro results, you have to treat your production like any pro producer would. Now, most of the time when people don't achieve the results that they want within their studio, they automatically blame their gear. My preamps aren't good enough. I need better microphones. I need a ton of acoustic treatment. When in reality, the problem is that they're not treating their production, like I said, like an actual professional producer would. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to prove this to you. At the end of this month, I'll be releasing a 3-part video series where I take an inexpensive 8-channel interface, a handful of cheapo budget microphones, and record, mix, and master an entire production that will end up sounding 100% pro. No acoustic treatment, no expensive plugins or outboard gear, nothing. Just utilizing a pro technique and workflow. The gear I'll be using is no better than the gear I used to record the song that you heard in the last video. The difference here is how I will be using the tools. But as we know, it all starts with a rock solid foundation. And that foundation when it comes to music production is pre-production. Just like how they have to do pre-production on TV shows and movies, record production is no different. It's the same thing. Now, the song I will be recording for the 3-part series is an aggressive metal/hard rock song with melodic vocals. The parts have to be well worked out, all the lyrics have to be done, all the drum parts have to be set in stone. In other words, I'm not gonna set up a single microphone until the song is 100% complete before we record. Much like you, I don't have time to waste. And right here is the pre-production session for the track. The first thing we did was tempo map, and the tempo of this song is 165 BPM all the way through. I didn't wait until drum day to figure this out. I figured it out in the demo stage. And the entire song is built off of an EZDrummer Midi track. So the main parts of my drum performance that I will record for real in the studio have been worked out. All of the main grooves and hooks of the song are set in stone. And I'm just using a basic instance of EZDrummer 2. Nothing fancy. Now really quickly, I just want to mention one other thing when it comes to a great tool like EZDrummer. EZDrummer is great for songwriting. The multiple versions of EZDrummer come stock with a bunch of MIDI performances that you could build songs off of. What I like to do a lot of times is drag them into my DAW and tweak them throughout the songwriting process. They often spark ideas and you'll end up coming up with ideas that you wouldn't come up with in a traditional band rehearsal. I use EZDrummer for 3 specific reasons. Number 1, if I'm recording pre-production with a drummer that I'm working with, where we work out our drum parts. Number 2, if I'm actually writing with the band and we use EZDrummer as an actual songwriting tool. And number 3, if I use EZDrummer in a final mix, which I do all the time as well. And I will touch upon this in the video series. Now, all of these tracks are scratch tracks. They will be replaced in the real production, but with that being said, up next is my bass track. So I've gone in and recorded scratch bass for the demo, a single rhythm guitar track, a guitar overdub track, a track for the guitar solo, 2 clean guitar tracks, a track called Acoustic, which is just a clean electric guitar that will be recorded with an acoustic guitar in the real final production, a single vocal track, and just 2 Midi synth tracks where I'm just using the stock plugin that comes with Pro Tools. And finally here I have 2 send effects, a delay, and a slap echo, just so I had some vibe while I was tracking the demo. And as you can see, everything is super color coded, so if I have to quickly find something and make a change or an edit, I can just find the track by its color and get to work. Also, every section of the song is labeled. Intro, verse, chorus 1, the reprise of the intro riff here, verse 2. Like I said, every section is labeled, so I have a crystal clear roadmap for when we record the song for real. Even though we're recording with cheap gear, in non-studio spaces, the clarity and the professional mindset is in place. I cannot stress the importance of this enough. So with that being said, let's hear what this pre-production demo sounds like. Okay, so as you can hear, it does not sound like a radio-ready production. But that's not the point. The point is that the song is fully fleshed out. All of the bass parts, guitar parts, drum parts, vocal parts are completely worked out and ready to be recorded for real. All the band members can take this demo home and listen to it and really be prepared when they hit the studio with me. Now, this is important even if it's your own music. You do not want to go and set up a bunch of drum mics only to have to redo your drum tracks later. Now, unless you enjoy spending months and months on a project that should have only taken a week, take the time to do it right. It might take a little bit of extra time up front, but believe me, you will save a ton of time in the long run, and it's important to develop professional habits if you want your productions to sound professional. Because remember, professional results don't come from gear, they come from professional workflows and habits, which I will be proving to you later in this month with this 3-part series. I'm super pumped for it and I can't wait to hear how much it benefits you so you have some clarity on how you can go about recording pro results within your own home studio. So please let me know, do you use EZDrummer? Do you record pre-production before recording your final production? Leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know. I would love to hear your opinion. If you found this video helpful, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And do not forget to click the little bell icon so you can be notified every time I upload one of my weekly videos on all things metal and rock production. You can both like and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the description below. And be sure to download my 5-step guide to better heavy mixes. I want you to achieve better results with the gear you already have. So download the free guide. Again, there's a link below in this video's description, and get right to producing better results in your home studio. Till next time, happy recording.